welcome to WAC All Access. I'm Rachel Vigil. CSU Bakersfield softball team is currently playing. They've got a big game coming up against GCU this weekend, and we are lucky enough to be joined by their head coach, Crissy Buck-Ziegler. Coach, how are you doing today?
Doing well, Rachel. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Happy to have you on. You know, you guys just got back from the Fresno State Invitational, 4 days, 3-3 over the weekend. Kind of what was one takeaway that you were happy with, but one thing that you know you guys need to continue to work on?
Well, it was a good weekend in the sense of coming away with some victories, but in the sense of it was a long weekend. It was a grueling weekend, but I think from a coaching aspect, the thing that I was proud of is how we kept being resilient and bouncing back. We weren't, we had a bunch of kids that had stomach flu and different things like that, but you never would know by how they played. Sydney Coran was one of them. I think she had 3 or 4 triples on the weekend, and she was battling the stomach bug. So I think that's the resilience of the team is really what I'm impressed with right now.
Oh, stomach bug. There's nothing fun about that, and to go out there and play some softball. And she's leading the nation in triples right now, and she's only a sophomore. What does that say about her being so young?
Well, she's a junior, bud, and I think she's just keeping herself simple. I think I was asked the other day, well, where are the majority of her triples coming? And I said, in gap to gap. And I think when you're hitting gap to gap as a hitter, you're seeing the ball extremely well, and you're just keeping the game simple, and she's not trying to do too much. So we're happy with how she's playing, and she's playing a very good shortstop, and just having fun with the game. So it's fun to watch her play.
And you have to be pretty fast to do triples. Like, it's not just 1 or 2. You got to make it all the way around. Do you guys ever race in practice or anything? Do you know who the fastest girl on your team is?
No, you know what? She gives a lot of credit to our strength and conditioning coach, who just happens to be my husband. So that's a good thing. It's a good combo that we've got. But Sid worked really hard over the summer. You saw when she came back, she was stronger, she was faster, and she was more powerful hitting the ball. So that has helped her. And people, think the way that she played last year, they play her in a little bit more, and they've got to respect her game a little bit. And I think that's been a big thing, is people not knowing how to play her right now, which has been fun.
Let's talk about Chris Hippa over the weekend. She became the all-time leader for the Roadrunners in assists. What has that senior meant for your program?
Everything. Chris can play second. Chris can play third. Chris can pitch. If I needed Chris to catch, she would. She just plays everywhere and is constantly working. And she recently set, I think, not an Olympic record, but a strength record over December. She went to a powerlifting competition and set a record powerlifting-wise. So Chris is a very driven and quiet kid, but somebody that I've absolutely loved, part of our program, and it's made our program better.
Wow, that's actually pretty incredible.
Yeah.
We're going to have to talk to her about that, definitely at the softball tournament in May.
Absolutely.
Let's also talk about defensively. You guys lead the nation in turn double plays as well. What does that say about your program?
Oh, you know what? We're trying to take care of the little things. What I was upset about this weekend is we had too many errors, in my opinion. Trying to get those double plays and trying to do a little bit too much and go a little bit too quick. But the kids are just fundamentally sound. They're doing a good job of knowing where their runners are and communicating. So that's what I love about defense. It can flip things around, and our kids are really excited to have that accolade at this point in the season. So hopefully we just keep things rolling.
There's honestly nothing like a defensive stop in any sport.
Absolutely.
All right, so you guys have Grand Canyon coming up this weekend. What is one thing that makes them so dangerous?
Oh, gosh. They're the program we want to be completely honest. They can run, they can pitch, they can hit, and they play very sound defense. I have nothing but so much respect for Ann and the program that she's done there at GCU and how strong they are. And we've got quite a task on our hands, but I think our team rises up to challenges, and I think it'll be a really good weekend overall.
Well, Coach, we wish you best of luck, and we appreciate your time with us.
Thank you.
Yeah. That is Crissy Buck-Ziegler from the CSU Bakersfield softball team. For WAC All Access, I'm Rachel Vigil.